Welcome to the Tom and Frenchy podcast.
How you going? How'd you guys like that little bit of music?
Oh, we're a bit fancy right now.
Oh
my
shit.
gosh.
We have glowed up. That's the word the kids are using nowadays.
We've finally got out our Rode podcast mixture, and Rodecaster, I think it's called, and we're putting it to use, so it's got sounds and shit. We're very fresh. We're trying to figure it out. It's a whole fucking thing.
Show the listeners the other sounds, Tom. Take us for a spin of it.
I'll take you down a little tour of our sounds.
But don't just play the sounds. Do it with
Okay.
some sort of vocal intro.
Okay, I'm not sure which button's which, but I'll hope that I get it right.
Maybe drop a good joke for us, Tom.
All right, here we go. Frenchy, more like...
I'm ready.
Fuckhead. Oh, damn. even the fake laughter didn't like it.
Even the fake laugh was too... It was a pity fake laugh.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Your head's so big that beanie looks like a Jewish hat thing.
They love that one. They really enjoyed it.
What's the
That's
names
true.
of the Jewish hats?
Yarmulke.
Yeah. Okay.
Yarmulke, more like Yarmulke. Got nothing. That was appropriate, though. Appropriate sound.
I like how you're trolling yourself with this. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Your turn.
Okay, I don't know what the next button is, but
Neither do I.
let's go. Sometimes I look at my nipples in the mirror and pretend they're M&Ms and try to lick them.
I like that
Not
one.
bad.
It really does sell a joke.
It does.
What's it called? Boom boom.
I'm about it. Go. We got 3 more, I think.
When you said mirror, you actually said mirror. The conspiracy noise.
Oh fuck! What's the
That
conspiracy about? What?
I think that means
I'm
you're
an
an alien. He
Um,
says things different. He's definitely an alien.
I'm an alien.
That's so funny. All right, we got 2 more buttons. I don't know what they do.
I don't know, but let's have a look behind the mirror. No, I did the same button. Okay.
Try again.
Yeah, no worries. One day, I'm going to get an actual 6-pack.
It doesn't do anything.
That was a stitch up.
Stitch up, more like bitch up.
Perfect. That was perfect.
All right, so now we've got to try and memorize which buttons do which.
Okay, guys, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great time wherever you are.
What's been going on with you, Frenchy?
What's been going on with you, Tom?
Okay, that was weird to turn it back on me.
Oh, so from where we talked to you last, guys, things have been happening. We dropped the last podcast last Friday. Thursday, we actually recorded it before 2 on the Wednesday.
Yep, double app. Thanks to the Patreon for the double app.
Thanks to the Patreons. Thursday, I get a call from my manager, and they go to me. They go, Frenchy, what's your show name for next year?
Oh, shit.
I
On the spot.
On the spot, I go, I don't know, because I'm still doing this year's show.
I swear this creeps up on you every single year. How many years have you been doing this? And every year you're like, Tom, quick. I need an idea for a show name. It's like, Frenchy, you've got literally a year. Maybe we should start thinking about your next show name now.
Yeah, but I'm in the middle of one show. I don't want to think about next year's show. I want to give my... It's like being in the middle of a marriage and thinking about the next marriage.
I'll tell you what. If you're in a year, there's always a year following.
Oh.
I love the conspiracy one.
So they're like, you need a show name. I'm like, sick, when do I need it by? I'll start thinking. They're like, tomorrow. I need it by the Friday, and it's Thursday. So I asked for your help. I asked for the French Ticklers' help for Tom's Children. I put it out on the socials. Tom, did you see it?
I saw a few, and they were very funny.
And I thought we put on Facebook, and we don't even have that many likes on the Facebook page. We got 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
It got 180 comments.
That's
Something
very
like
good.
that.
That's good
I was
ratio.
like, French Ticklers, I need help. Give me suggestions for a show name. And I thought I'd read out my favorite ones that you guys suggested.
Awesome.
A lot of these are podcast-related puns, so I don't think the general public would get it.
If you want to be involved next time, head to Tom and Frenchy podcast on Facebook. A bit of a plug while we're at it.
Plug City.
Does
it just play out?
I think that one does.
Okay, they just
Plug,
play out.
more like butt plug.
All sorts of magical butt plug.
Yeah. We're having too much fun with these buttons. We'll get over it very quick.
Okay, so my show name next year could be one of the followings. First up, the Willy Willy Good Show.
The Willy Willy, like really, really, that's what they're saying.
Like really, Willy, and then there's a story made up story where you guys said I showed my dick and yelled Willy Willy.
Yeah, made up.
It's made up.
Plot twist, it's not made up.
Mullets, beers, and 10-leg multis.
That's good.
That's a good one. Then I feel like I got to start dropping 10-leg multis on.
Are you going to talk about your gambling stuff?
I
That's
will.
a great theme.
I just
for
don't
a
get
show.
how it's funny yet.
It's
'Cause
funny
I've lost
for
so
everyone
much
else.
money.
That's hilarious.
It's not. Some people just think they're like, yo, why? I'm like, I don't know.
That's the thing about addiction. You don't know.
That's the thing. That's what makes life interesting.
Oh, it really does just play out.
It just plays out that one. We need to bring. Oh, you can bring it in a fade in.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had the Willy Willy God Show, Mullets, Beers, and 10-leg multis. Left this into the last minute.
I mean, that doesn't scream, come and see this show. It's
No,
like,
it doesn't. It's
he hasn't put any effort in. Why should I come?
super pingers and funny zingers.
I don't hate that.
Don't hate that. That was. I like rhymes.
Maybe it could be a thing where you take a pinger before every show.
That would be sick.
That would be an experience. I'd go watch that.
And they're all different. It's just
every
it's a
episode would
fan
be a
pinger.
fucking
It's a
treat.
fan pinger. So
Oh,
it could be
Jesus.
like it could be just a cap. It could be a Panadol. You don't know what
could
you're
be
going to
just
get.
a laxative and
Just
you
a
shit yourself on
laxative.
stage. And then you have to spend the rest of the show with shit in your pants. I'd see that show as well.
And what if it's funny zingers? Like it's not joke zingers. It's like zinger burgers.
Yeah,
and they're
with
just
like-
in funny shapes.
Yeah, one's got googly eyes on it. That's a funny zinger.
Oh, no. I meant to do the laugh.
Stitch up.
I meant to do the laugh. Yeah.
That's better.
Oh, shut up. Oh, that one turns
Yeah,
off.
that one.
turns
Some
off.
of them turn off.
I like because I was saying I like when they rhymes, and then I saw this other one that rhymes. Don't look at them, Tom.
Oh, I can't read
didn't
that
like as
far.
much. It says syphilis, rash, and children bash.
Okay. I mean, it rhymes. And you do bash children.
Well, sometimes I hear these things. I'm like, that's weird. And then they're like, you spoke about it on podcast 35, where how you bash kids. I was like, oh, okay, there you go.
Well,
Makes sense.
On that, today I saw some kids who were way too young to be watching our videos, right? And they were quoting one of your videos that I was in front of their teacher. And they were going,
Why were you at a school?
I was filming for work. But I wasn't out of school.
Call the police.
And they were quoting the video where I play a principal. And I go, you can't bash the children
Oh,
without the principal. And they kept calling it out to me. I'm like, that's a really weird thing to call out. That's a really strange thing.
And then you found.
It is funny, but
Did you
out
know
of
straight
context.
away it was from the video or not?
It took me a second.
It takes
I
you a
just
while.
smiled to be like, yeah. I was like, I don't remember what that was called.
Because these fans, you guys, it might have been the last video you saw, so it's fresh in your mind. But
We shot it a long time
we
ago.
shot that one 3 years ago.
It really did take me a second. I was like, don't be calling out shit like that.
That video is called "How Teachers Want to Respond." If you want to look that up, it's some of our
I
best
do.
work.
I do love that character I played.
Your
the weird
your
principal.
weird principal is one of my favorite characters you play.
Hotline bling. Yep.
So syphilis, rash, and children bash, maybe not. And this is another one. I'm like, I don't know if we've joked about this or it's called the "Fuck Your Dad" tour.
I guess.
And I guess every show I fuck someone's dad.
Or is it like, fuck your dad, I'm sleeping with your mum?
Oh, so
Probably
it's like
not. It's
no,
probably
it'd
just
be a
you
literal,
Yeah. Probably
literal
just
fucking your dad. Epstein didn't kill himself,
Ooh, damn.
which
Relevant.
the meme may be over by next year. That's the tricky one with that one.
Absolutely. And yeah, it's very confusing if you don't know the meme as well. It's like, wow.
Wow.
Who the fuck is Epstein?
This one is clever. It's called French's Golden Show, in brackets, ER.
Oh, I like that.
So it makes golden shower.
Mm.
And I'm assuming, again,
At the end of the show, you
end
piss on
of the
everyone.
show,
That's a treat.
front row would it cost more or less?
More. Yeah, absolutely. That's a treat. Some people are into it.
As you're hooking up with a girl, Tom?
Oh, wow.
You're doing some
Look at
freaky
me.
things.
Thank you.
One night stand girl. so you know I'm never going to see this girl again.
Whew.
You have sex. You've come. She wants to finish. She's like, for me to finish, you have to pee on me. At her house. So, like, you're not going to get pee in your own bed or room, whatever.
I think
Would you do it?
My main concern
Would you
straight
do
off
it?
the bat would be the accuracy of a boner pee.
No, but you've just come, so it's like getting down to a semi.
Okay.
And what do you mean by accuracy? You're peeing on... What are you aiming for, a
Kind of got
nostril?
to push it down.
Well, you could just do it like a fountain. Do you ever do the fountain? If I got to pee in the morning, I got a boner. Sometimes I do the fountain. So you shoot up and then try to drop it in the bowl. It's heaps fun.
I feel like that's
It's
why
like
your
a
last
aiming
bathroom was always wet and smelt like pee.
Yeah. Every bathroom I've ever been in.
Pretty much.
But what do you do with a boner pee?
You just push it down.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you sit on the seat sometimes?
Not
Because
with
then
a
it's less
boner.
far to... No, because if you sit, you can lean forward and angle it more, and then it's less far to push it down.
But then sometimes I get concerned that I'm going to like piss under the seat and somehow piss out of the seat.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. See, you're just a very pissy guy.
No, but okay, don't dodge the question.
Sure.
You would piss on her.
Is it at her house?
Yes, it's at her house.
Yeah, then I don't care.
There you go. There we go.
Because then I don't have to change the sheets. I don't know. This is weird though.
What
I'd be
if
weirded
she was
out,
like? What if she
especially
was
since
like?
I've already come.
What if you haven't come? You're real horny, and then she tries to piss on you.
Yeah, not really into it. I feel like you'd be into it.
I wouldn't be into it, but like
I don't know.
I'm one of those guys in the bedroom. Once I'll give it a go. Most things once.
Yeah. Is that why that guy was in your room that time?
2019, Tom. Come on, be better. Be better.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. You're just meant to be a straight male.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I thought he was pissing on me.
Sure. Well, if you've got to try the male and
You
female
got to try
variety.
both urines. Both urines. It's So
I'm not sure where we're going.
golden
with this.
showers. We got Frenchy ignition,
Mm.
which is funny. No, because it's like ignition, turn on the show, yeah, like turn it up. But it's also an R. Kelly references.
Okay.
Again, very podcast related. French fried, which I liked. French
Yeah, that's not
fried,
bad.
not bad. Bring a spoon, which I actually really liked.
I don't get it.
It's referencing
Oh,
my
back in the day.
2015 Frozen show, where this girl's like, "Let me know if you want me to come back later tonight, and I'll eat your ass." And I was like, "Bring a spoon."
Yeah, that's funny. But people will be very disappointed when they bring a spoon thinking it's some kind of French cuisine show. We're like, where is the delicacy?
Imagine if I walk out on stage, everyone's holding up their spoons.
It can be like, you know when people watch The Room
The
and
Room.
they throw spoons, plastic spoons?
At the-
That could be your show, except they throw metal spoons at your face.
At the screen. And there's one more, mirror, mirror on the wall.
That's pretty funny.
And then we had a lot more great suggestions, but that's all we've...
What did you choose?
I can't tell you yet.
What do you mean?
I'm going to release it with the poster. Otherwise,
Why does that matter?
I just want it to be a secret.
Why?
Because then it's hype. It's like, what's his show name
Then
going to be?
why did we go through this bit if you're not going to tell us the winner?
Well, they're all the ones that didn't win.
That's terrible. The people want answers. The people want answers.
They will get answers in due time. It's called like hype. It's like how people are like, yo, we're going to drop an album in 2 months. You're like, what's the album called? Like, you'll find out in 1 month. Then it's like different sort of hypings.
Okay.
You don't get... It's like, Tom, delayed gratification. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Look it up.
I'm still waiting for you to say thanks.
For what?
Just life.
Thanks for being my friend.
That wasn't delayed.
Oh, fuck you. You're... Before we get on to Tom's shit stories, we need to say... Firstly, Christmas has already started. Have you started decorating, Tom?
No, I haven't done anything.
Somehow it starts in November, which I know if you're a Christmas person, you're like, oh, I can't start soon enough. And if you're a Grinch like me, you're like, lol, fuck, Christmas music sucks. The decorations suck.
I haven't done any
I hate having
Christmas
to buy
shopping.
presents, so
Yeah.
nothing really about Christmas I like.
I always feel like I start saving more money towards Christmas and then I have to spend it
And you
on
have
other
to-
fucking people.
You get your bonus just so you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
spend it.
It's hard out there.
But that brings us to our exciting news, the Christmas party, Tom and Frenchy podcast. It
Ooh,
is
shit.
happening. It is happening. What's the name of the Christmas party, Tom?
I thought it was called the Christmas party.
It was called Syphilis Rash and Children Bash.
No, that's sending weird messages. It is on the 7th of December. Just get that word out there. 7th of December.
7th of December.
Saturday.
Lock it in.
Sydney.
Saturday. It'll start sometime from midday to 6 p.m. We don't know yet.
Yeah, true.
Probably in the afternoon.
I'd say afternoon session.
Yeah, like a nice little. The sun's going strong. We're in like some sort of place.
We really haven't thought this through, have we?
What I want is
we're in some kind of venue.
We're breathing. We're wearing some kind of clothes. Oh, we do know what we want you to wear. If you want to dress up, school uniform.
We're going to dress as priests. You're going to dress in school uniforms.
Yeah,
it's going to be creepy as fuck. Make sure you bring ID of some sort because dressing up as a school uniform, if you want alcoholic beverages, you're probably not going to get served.
Bring your ID. I've already sourced my priest outfit. Tom's got one too. And yeah, if you guys are
obviously.
all in school uniforms, that will be the funniest group of people. And it will be probably awkward for about 5 minutes. And then when we have 1 or 2 bevies, it'll just make my day. And then everyone will get split up and you'll be trying to find your accommodation dressed as a school kid.
I think we need some kind of pipe. So we'll be walking around playing a pipe and all the children.
Like the Pied Piper. Yo, have you seen the R. Kelly documentary yet?
Yes.
That was his name.
He called himself the Pied Piper.
He called himself the Pied Piper. Did you know this, guys? The
Fuck.
Pied Piper is a famous character from a children's nursery rhyme who leads kids out of the wolves.
What?
Woods, and they're never seen again. And he called himself the Pied Piper.
He was a sicko, bro.
They kept saying hiding in plain sight. I'm like, you know what? He really
was. That's like Rolf Harris did a PSA against child molesters. It's like on YouTube. It's the most scary thing I've ever seen. He's literally like, "Don't touch me there. That's my naughty place."
Oh,
like songs like that. Literally, that's similar to a song.
I think I'm glad we rip on R. Kelly so much in this show, especially after I've seen the documentary because he was.
You only saw it a year late.
Yeah. Well, how did you download it?
Because I'm a fucking adult. That's how.
Oh, okay. Well, it just come on Netflix. So I reckon a lot of our listeners probably just saw it too. Some of us only watch things when they're in front of us for at least a week. And some of us don't go out of our way to download documentaries about serial predators.
You could actually watch it on
that's your thing.
10 Play. It actually
10
is.
Play.
10
Play.
That's right.
Who's ever used that? Grow up.
I'm sure a lot of people. Bachelor reruns.
I've got one thing. Okay, the most interesting thing I found about the documentary.
Go. Did you watch it all?
Yeah, I did watch it all. It's too many episodes. It's just very repetitive. It's R. Kelly will groom some young girl and then just he's fucking disgusting. Anyway.
He's a creep.
But the most interesting thing is he's on trial for peeing on an underage girl. There's a videotape. It got leaked on the internet. Everyone watched it.
Yep.
During this trial, he dropped the song Ignition during that trial. And people were like, you know, this song slaps. Like, peeing on underage girls bad, but this song's so good. Literally, they were like, this song's so good.
Was it that song or I Believe You Can Fly?
No, I Believe You Can Fly was before.
Right.
It was during the trial he dropped Ignition and it went to like number 2 in America.
Yeah.
That's insane that people just forget about like him committing a fucking crime.
I guess it was before internet days. I think
people watched that R. Kelly tape on the internet. That's what they said.
Yeah. But not everyone had the internet. That shit was ages ago. Wasn't it?
Crazy. It was like 2005.
Yeah.
Most people had the internet. Every classroom had one.
Yeah.
One. And you got to have your internet time. You got 10 minutes now.
Look up R. Kelly.
Look up R. Kelly.
Yeah. It's a crazy doco.
Right. It's just crazy how he's still getting away with it. That's the most insane thing.
Man, I listened to a podcast about Epstein as well.
Ooh.
Which is it was on the charts, the podcast, and it was very interesting. Like same thing. Got away with so much shit. Like literally should have gone to jail for a long time before it all came out. Like, and it got pushed under the rug because he like just gave money to the police department and shit. And like while he was meant to be sentenced for like he was allowed to leave the jail and go to like his mansion all through the days. He literally just sleep in the jail. Like, and then he was meant to get 18 months, which was already like not enough. And he got he only had to serve 12 months, where he could literally just go home and hang out and come back.
That's
crazy.
what the reason these guys can do what they do. It's the people who enable them. They've got
absolutely.
all these people around them who are getting paid. They're getting fed off this money, so they don't want it to go away. So they're like, okay, we'll
That's
have
like
you.
what people are saying. Like, even the fact that the people flying his planes, the people working at his fucking island, like, all these people enabled them.
You're
they
turning
didn't
a
speak
blind
up.
eye, yeah.
That's how shit, like, even in, like, back in when the Nazi shit was going on, like, all those soldiers, like, that's why they're still getting in trouble, because, yeah, you're enabling, like, it takes everyone to say, like, put up with something for it to, so speak up, huh? So Frenchy's done something.
Oh, well, that leads into, I actually dropped a video yesterday because I saw this interview, and I don't like the Royals. I don't care about what they do, but someone showed me a video of Prince Andrew. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, it was in the Epstein documentary.
There you go.
Because he got like an underage chick through
Prince
Epstein.
Andrew, one of the Royals, got an underage girl.
Oh shit, our sign's not on. Let me just turn that on.
No, leave it off. Leave it off. 17. He got a 17-year-old for 17-year-old from Epstein, and he's a fucking royal. And he got interviewed about it on about Sunday night. It's by a 60 Minutes type show in England, and he had an excuse to why he could not have hooked up with her, could not have been him. And it's insane. And we're gonna play that for you now. We'll just play.
Sure.
It's about a minute and a half. This interview, you need to hear it. It's holy fuck. This is like a seedy 60-year-old man. Yeah.
Yep, royal family.
Royal family.
One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have bath, possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating, because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat. Or I didn't sweat at the time.
I'd be like, motherfucker, show me your armpits.
Yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
Deflecting.
I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat.
Do you remember dancing at Tramp?
No, that couldn't have happened because the date that there's
I
being
danced at
suggested,
whore.
I was at home with the children.
You know that
You were at the club with the children.
at home with the children. Was it a memorable night?
On that particular day that we now understand is the date, which is the 10th of March, I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking for a party at I suppose sort of 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Why would you remember that so specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Because going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been through Woking a couple of times, and I remember it weirdly distinctly. As soon as somebody reminded me of it, I went, oh yes, I remember that.
So fucking guilty. What a fucking creep. Yeah.
That is the worst excuses and lying I've ever heard.
I like the interviewer though. She was not.
She
taking
was
his
so
shit.
good. Just
I
like
like
this
it,
is
yeah.
no, that's fucking.
Like,
Yo-
why would you remember that? Like, if someone said to me, I'd have to really fucking think. Like, I forget my weekends.
The fact that he said, she describes you sweating is like, no, I can't sweat. Well, I can now, yeah, but I couldn't back then.
Dude.
Like, you couldn't sweat, but now you can. Like, that's just a lie.
I watched a.
Some people can't sweat. Did you know that?
Yeah, I wish it was me. I'm a sweaty fucking mess.
No, there will be people and they play sport. Kids would play sport. Parents would have to run on and throw water on them to cool them down
Really?
because they actually can't sweat.
That's crazy.
I learned about it at uni.
Because I get real sweaty pits, which you've probably seen if you watch the podcast. I was thinking about you can get fucking Botox in your armpits to stop you sweating.
Oh, do they swell up like your lips? Like, is it like that?
I don't think
and
it
you
does.
Get
It
these big,
just
sexy armpits.
That would be fucking sick.
Big
Make me look
fuckable
like I got
armpits.
huge traps. No, they just like do heaps of injections, and you don't even need to wear deodorant after it because it just closes the sweat glands.
You don't need to wear deodorant anyway.
Yeah,
Tom.
I fucking noticed you live by that. But that is incorrect, brother. You stank.
But this is being smelly is just a societal construction.
No,
It
I feel
is.
like it's a fucking biological because
No, but
otherwise you wouldn't like recoil and want to vomit.
in some cultures, it's actually an intoxicating smell, and it's a sign of a good-looking man. They want you to smell.
No,
Yeah, it's true.
it's about pheromones to see
Pheromones, exactly.
if
That's
you're
what I'm
attracted
saying.
to someone, but not everyone. To some people, you just smell like shit.
No, exactly, and that's why you want to find the diamond in the rough. You want to find that one in a million who walks past your stinky underarms, and she's like, "What is that? Let me pee on you." I'm like, "Okay."
I don't know about this.
What are you looking up, Tom?
So on the same track, because that was from so all that came out because of this podcast I listened to, and I saw the funniest interview. I just want to grab it.
I don't like that you're talking about other podcasts on this.
That's because you're a little bitch and you're threatened. But when you're dominant and you know that you're the best, you don't have to worry.
Alpha Tom with his beanie. Look at him.
That's right.
When you're dominant.
That's right. You don't get afraid if you're the best. You know? So one thing that came out in this podcast is the fact that Jeffrey Epstein has a very distinct feature, and I'll tell you what it is. Nice.
That was not bad, yeah.
He has an egg-shaped penis.
Interesting.
Here's an interview where he gets asked about it.
Oh, show me. Do you want me to do the noise again? Put it on the speaker.
Yes, I do. Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein. Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
Vague and definite, and I'm going to give you the first warning, Mr. Cuban, that these types of questions are not only argumentative, but directed in a manner to embarrass Mr. Epstein. If you continue with this type of question, I'll adjourn the deposition immediately.
Sir, according to the police department's probable cause affidavit, one witness described your penis as oval-shaped and claimed when erect it was thick towards the bottom but was thin and small towards the head portion and called it egg-shaped. Those are not my words, I apologize. But as Mr. Critton has stated, that this is
That's the look of an egg-shaped penis, man.
Bro, he got busted for having that egg-shaped dick. Oh, I can't even imagine what an egg-shaped dick looks like, to be honest.
Do you want your penis scrambled or poached? That one plays out. Do
That's
some more egg jokes, Tom. Hit us.
Talking about my egg-shaped penis is no yoking matter.
Well, that one kept going. They really like that one. Go another one.
I can't think of any more.
Oh, fuck. Do you want these eggs fertilized with my egg? Damn, I didn't mean to do those ones. Sorry, guys.
We're still learning.
We're still learning, guys. We hope you appreciate the noises. Hello to our international listeners.
wow,
We tried to
late in the
keep
game.
you waiting because we wanted you to be like, is he going to reference us? So, hello.
Hello.
Hello. They're our alien listeners. And yeah, guten Tag. How you going, America?
Grüezi.
Grüezi. We're going to do, I want to do a special accent podcast, or are we just speaking an accent for the whole time? We're going to do a quick minute for you to show you what it's going to be like. It'll be number 64. Why not?
Is it now? We're doing
Yes,
it?
we're going to do a
Okay.
quick minute.
Welcome back to the Tom and Frenchy podcast. Today we're talking about egg-shaped penises, and my co-host Frenchy, who is from Germany, is here with us.
Guten Tag. I am from Germany.
Yes.
We are talking about egg-shaped penis with my co-host from China.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much for having me.
My penis is an egg shape. It is spring roll shape.
It is 100-year-old egg penis. We keep it in.
Hello, I'm from England. What about my penis? It's more like a Nando's chicken wrap. Apparently. I don't know what they got
I'm
in
from
England.
Liverpool.
Oh, there
I'm
we
from
go.
Liverpool, and no, I can't do it.
That is going to be the least listened to podcast
Yeah,
we put
wow.
out.
That would be. If we can really hold character,
Oh.
people who listen for the first time will be like, "Wow, I'm not sure what's going on, but I love it."
Okay, yeah, you're right. We got to hold the character. What could we? You could probably pull off American for an episode.
I reckon I could. Yeah.
I think I could probably pull off Kiwi for an episode.
Okay.
If it's a foreigner listening,
Yeah. No, I like that.
sure, bro. Yeah, I'm just here from New Zealand. Got moldy parents, so that's why I got a bit of
I'm sorry. Did
sound
you
a
say
bit-
you have moldy parents?
Mary. You would say Mary, but we say moldy because I'm from New
Right.
Zealand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
From Wanganui.
Is that where the guy who created Lord of the
Yes.
Rings is from? Yes, it is. Okay.
He didn't create it, actually. Peter Jackson just directed it, so 1-0. Let's go to our sponsors, guys. You might be noticed I'm wearing a fresh shirt, and Tom's wearing a beanie, which...
Fresh beanie from Breakfast Shirts, our
Yes.
sponsors. They're a long-time friend of the show, and our lovers, which many people don't talk about.
They are going to be peeing on us, hopefully at the
Christmas party.
If not, they'll
Have we
just...
put out this is your official invitation, Breakfast Shirt boys.
yeah, fuck.
We're not very well organised, but of course you're welcome to come. I'm just getting up the information.
I will just talk about how smooth these shirts feel on my skin. I like touching things, and I like things touching me.
It is a very nice fabric.
And the fabric is just feeling
Feels light.
like it's like the nice uncle that touches you, not the rough uncle.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
So at the moment, Breakfast Shirts has an Aussie Christmas shirt combo on sale. Pre-order is over. You can now just buy it. Use
Oh,
Tom and Frenchy
yes.
for a discount.
70% discount.
No, I believe it's 10 to 15%.
It's 10 to 15% from breakfastshirts.com. Also, Fuck Party Shirts, www.fuckpartyshirts.com. They got shirts. They got blazers. What else they got, Tom?
Do they have blazers?
Maybe.
They don't.
Go and find out.
They have beanies.
Woo!
They have shorts.
Woo!
They have socks.
Woo!
And at the moment...
They have tampons.
Nope.
They.
Well, you could use the socks as tampons, but it is not recommended.
You could use anything as a tampon if you try hard enough.
That's true. And support Breakfast Shirts because supporting them helps support us.
And supporting them is great.
That's right. Thank you, Breakfast Shirts.
Thank you, Breakfast Shirts. Before we get on with our amazing stories, I do want to say, Friday night.
Friday.
Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's thinking that Epstein didn't kill himself.
But he did.
Meme.
Okay.
I've got my show. Sydney, it's my last time performing the Turn It Up show. 2 shows, 7 p.m., 9:30 p.m. 7 p.m. show's pretty much sold out. If you don't come to it, Sydney, I feel sorry for you because you're missing out.
It is your last chance to catch this show.
Last time I'm ever going to turn it up. Every other show will be turn it down. That's what next year's show is called.
Turn it to a moderate level.
Turn it to moderate, appropriate level
for a comedy show.
What the crowd's giving
Exactly,
off. Yes.
depending on the capacity.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
so
glad I got that out.
Get around at frenchycomedy.com/tickets and or you can probably get late night ones on the door. I wouldn't risk the other ones.
What's Frenchy.com?
If you also, I will say frenchycomedy.com.
But what is Frenchy.com?
I don't know, let's find
Why
out.
didn't you get that URL?
That doesn't.
Some dog took it.
You're right. It doesn't.
Is it literally a
sound-
dog that took it? Because Frenchy is a type of dog.
Yeah, French bulldog. Frenchy.com is, I hope it's like a French ticklers.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I hope it is. If you come to our Christmas party from Sydney and you don't come to my live show, I'm going to spit on you.
How are you gonna know?
They will tell me. They'll be like, "Oh, I just couldn't be bothered." If they're like, I had something on, I'll be like, "Fair enough."
So
they're like, "Couldn't be bothered. Didn't want to pay $50." I'm like, "Fair enough."
so if you're listening, you can just lie. Frenchy won't know.
I would lie. So Frenchy.com is
Oh, you can buy it. You should
for
have
$7,500.
Oh,
Someone's
stitch up.
bought it. Like,
and they know that you're gonna want it. They got you good, brother.
$7,500.
Fuck, not worth it. FrenchyComedy.com.
FrenchyComedy.com. Christmas party. What games should we play on the Christmas party, Tom?
Oh, we've got some good improv games.
Yes, let's do improv games.
We
with
actually
everyone.
should. We got some good ones. They're actually fun.
I want to get a cameraman there to film it.
I can organise that.
Especially if we got like everyone in outfits. That'd be
Yeah, yeah.
funny as anything. Maybe do a little TikTok or something.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll be walking through the streets with our pipes, dressed as priests, with all the kids following us. That's hilarious. That'll go off on TikTok.
Yeah, we'll go to the nearest church and stuff.
Speaking of TikTok, I shot one with my mum the other day, and it went fucking massive.
Did it?
Let me tell you what it's on. So we were sitting around the kitchen, and my little sister mentioned TikTok, and I was like, "Fuck, I should film one with mum." And it's got 340,000 views. I just shot it on the weekend.
Fuck off. How many likes?
Let me check.
Guys,
17,000.
TikTok is the most trash thing ever.
Oh.
If you want...
I think the audio will work for this one. Let me show you how trash it is. So the editing's real slow because we shot it in TikTok. So
Yeah, I
it's
was
hilarious,
watching
man.
that. I was like...
It's so funny. We
Were
left
you-
it.
I thought you were on meth for that one.
Yeah, meth genius.
Terrible.
Mum, this is my new girlfriend.
It's a silent film, guys.
That not work. Oh, maybe it's coming through here.
I don't know, Tom. Just press play.
Oh, it's coming through the speaker. We got the
Whoa.
setup. But now I fucked it. I gotta
Bluetooth.
start
Okay,
again.
guys, get ready.
Mum, this is my new girlfriend. Who's this bitch? Mum, no.
So she grabs my girlfriend by the throat and lifts her up the wall.
No, Mum, not a...
And that's it. And that's how you go viral
That
on
is
TikTok,
pathetic.
guys.
That is literally
Wow, we should watch
pathetic.
videos on my phone because the audio comes through our fucking
Yeah, that's
new setup.
actually a
That's
lot.
sick.
We've stepped it up.
Fuck
we've
yeah.
we've glowed up.
Fuck yeah.
That's one of the videos they've got on TikTok, guys. It's glowing.
So head
up.
over to Tomo Armstrong on TikTok if you want to see
Armstrong.
some gold. What's your TikTok, French?
I love that I promote my live shows and you promote your TikTok.
Fuck yeah. I'm hustling, dog. TikTok, guys. It's the future.
Gary V's on it, like all these NBA teams are on it. It's really
Bro,
weird.
I've seen so many random big celebrities on there. I'm like,
Will Smith's on there. I saw you do a video too
Yeah.
about him.
I was just like, what is he doing? Like,
Why the fuck are you on
bro,
TikTok?
if I'm that old and I'm making billion-dollar films, I'm gonna chill the fuck out and just do
Oh.
my films.
He
you know?
does like actual trying hard TikToks with a full camera shoot. Like,
It's embarrassing.
it is embarrassing. I'm with you.
I don't appreciate it.
TikTok, don't stop.
Everyone was
Let-
defending Will Smith as well. Like, I'm punching down on someone. They're like, come on, man.
They're fuckheads.
Will Smith, let him be.
Will
who-"
Smith
It's like,
sucks
he can
now.
Suck my dick.
Will Smith sucks. I'm gonna Me Too Will Smith.
Yeah, you gonna just make it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. I love that.
No, it's not.
That's sick.
Do you think Kesha is cut that this TikTok is bigger than her song TikTok, or does she own it?
That'd be mad if she owned it.
Mm.
Because it used to be called something else. Hey, Musically. TikTok used to be Musically.
Yeah, and then
They stole the Kesha song.
wow.
Yeah.
She's just getting screwed all over the place, the poor thing.
Jerry Seinfeld didn't hug her that time.
Did you see the Taylor Swift Scooter Braun thing?
Didn't we talk about that?
Did we not? No, there's another one. So
new one.
recently, she was like, did a mad tweet like, I can't perform my songs at the Grammys because Scooter Braun brought them all. That's a tongue twister for me.
Yeah, that was hard.
That's Justin Bieber's manager, guys. Scooter Braun. He bought them all, and then apparently he's saying, Taylor, you can't perform them at the Grammys, your own songs. And she did this mad Twitter rant. Not rant, just story. And then all these
But if
celebrities
he
getting
owns
in.
them, wouldn't it be beneficial to him?
Well, apparently she can't do a live recording of it until next year because she's going to re-record them so she gets the profit of all of them. And so performance counts as a live recording or something like
Right.
that. Something like that.
So she's probably doing some hustling back end.
Yeah.
And he's calling her out for it because otherwise he'd be promoting that shit.
Well, I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
who
just-
fucking knows?
But Tom, we've had some trouble, some problems getting this podcast this week. I hate giving it to him late. They want it on a Monday, and we gave it to them on a Wednesday.
That's right.
What happened?
But we gave them 2 last week, so they can chill the fuck out.
What happened, Tom?
So I had to go to Wagga Wagga for work to
And
film some shit.
For all you foreigners, if you who's trying to look that up on a map, actually
basically-
spelled Wagga Wagga.
Yes.
That's insane.
And it's like New York, New York. It was such a magnificent landmark of a town. They named it twice.
Wagga Wagga.
Wagga 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 Wagga.
Yep, go on.
And to get to this place, because it is a regional town, a bit rural, you have to fly an airline called Regional Express. So these are much smaller planes, much smaller.
How much smaller?
Let me explain. I wrote some notes.
Commonly known as Rex, by the way. I didn't know it was
Rex.
called Regional Express.
Yes. So you have to catch a bus to the plane, but the bus is actually bigger than the plane. That's just a little fact.
No way.
Yes.
That's so cool.
The pilot,
How long does the bus take?
well, not long. It's just to like wherever
minutes?
it's parked.
An hour?
Like 10 minutes less. This is weird facts you want from me, French.
Go on.
The pilot greets you at the stairs before you get on the plane, which is already weird to me because if you normally fly, you don't see the pilot.
That is awesome. I
So
love that
he's-
service.
But he's not really greeting you. He's just standing in front of the propellers so you can't touch them. That's what I realized. I also looked at him and he
Yeah.
looked about my age, which
They-
concerned me.
They're young, aren't
I was
they?
like, you
They're
should be an
young.
old grey-haired George Clooney type
No.
for me to trust you with
Yeah.
my life. So I didn't want to see him.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Didn't he greet you? How was
He-
his handshake?
I thought he was greeting me.
Firm handshake?
He didn't touch me.
He
Why
just
would
waved.
he touch? He just stood there.
Oh, like a bouncer greets you.
Yeah. He was
You have
bouncing the
You
propellers.
have a weird term of greeting.
I'm saying you're just bad at listening. I'm saying it looked like he was greeting, but he was actually just monitoring the propeller. You got me?
Got
You
ya,
with me?
Got ya.
When I got on the plane, instead of aisles like you'd expect on a plane,
Yep, that's what I'd
one
expect.
aisle, one chair row.
Yep.
Just one chair. You don't sit next to anyone.
Like a minibus.
Other side, 2 chairs.
It's like a minibus. Yep.
Very small.
Yes.
The stairs are normally like a car that drives up with stairs. On this plane, it's just stairs that they manually pull up and the air hostess has to do it. So she like pulls the stairs up and shuts the door.
Oh, so they're like
So it's like-
attached to
yeah,
the
to the plane. So she has to do that herself. There was only one air hostess for a whole plane.
What yeah, how many seats? Like 20?
Probably, probably 20. I'd say
28.
20. So the safety emergency row chat was just given to one dude because there was only one person in that row. So it was just like a one-on-one chat. It was really strange. And then when she starts doing, you know, when they do the
The
safety
dance.
speech.
The dance.
Yeah, the dance.
It's
You
like-
don't normally listen, but on this plane, I was like, I feel like this could go down. You know, it's that kind of vibe. Like, there's not many people here. I actually have to listen because this
Yep.
might go down.
Yep.
And then she also walks along. No, she did the safety demonstration while just on the phone. So she's like doing the life jacket and shit, and she's just on the phone telling you.
What was her name?
Don't know. Don't remember.
Why don't you learn people's names?
Who the fuck does that? You're a psycho. That's why you want to Google them later.
Yeah.
And then she offered everyone in the whole plane a taxi for when we arrive. I was like, this is weird.
She's going to pay?
She just orders it for
Oh,
you.
that's cool.
I was like, that's cool, but strange. And so it was a weird vibe the whole time. And then when we landed, I had all my camera gear.
Yep.
All my bags, all our stuff, our podcast recording gear. They fucking lost my bag. Damn it, wrong one. Play another one to cover it up.
That's fucking...
So that's why we were late, because I literally didn't have our
That's-
audio recording gear.
And that's what's the dumbest thing is that they have 20 bags to get from the plane
I
to
know.
the does it come out on a belt too, a conveyor belt?
In Wagga, they just put it like on a... They just drove it like a little bit and just put it there. It was really weird.
on the back of like a motorbike or something.
So it was when we got back to Sydney, they lost it. And I was like, how the fuck did they lose that? And they were like, oh, it's on the plane back to Wagga. I was like, surely when you just
they
look
just
in this
left
small luggage...
They just left it on the plane.
I was like, they didn't. They probably dropped it on the drive.
That's so
So annoying, bro.
Oh, first world problems, man.
Absolutely. And so now the podcast...
So that was the whole story.
Mm.
Have you got it back yet?
No.
What's What's the most days they can go with your bag, do you reckon? Do you reckon they're like doing stuff to it?
Dude, I was like, am I meant to have travel insurance for flying domestic?
Yes.
Like, do they pay for me to get my shit back?
My tour manager lost his bag on one of our stays, and I just laughed. I laughed so much. It was very funny. It was in Brisbane.
Did he get it back?
Yeah, he got it back the same day. They're
Okay,
like,
that's
oh, it's in
concerning.
Adelaide, but we're flying it back now. You'll get it back later tonight.
Well, fuck me.
Because they know where the bag is. They know where there's lots of flights to Sydney, mate. They're doing stuff to it.
They're probably stealing my sound recorder and recording a much
No, I think
better competitive podcast.
No way.
It's called Rex and Friends.
Fuck off.
It's the pilot and the air hostess roasting all of us.
They fucking better not be. That'd be a sick beef to start with Rex. I like Rex Airlines though.
It was actually really good service up until they lost my bag.
Well, thanks for being positive. Out of 69, what would you give it? Your
Well, the
flight with
bag
Rex.
really. if they didn't lose my bag, I would have given them really high as well. So guys, if Rex employees are listening, we expect some free flights when we tour this podcast sometime in the future.
What percentage of people do you reckon like losing their bags?
0.
I like it. So it means
Why?
I can get better clothes. Because you can claim it for heaps. You don't even need insurance. If they lose it, they got to give you
That's
money.
what I was asking before, and you didn't answer.
No, but I just...
You reckon they can give it back?
Yeah, they give you money. They're like, oh, we lost your bag. We fucked up. There's 10 grand.
You sure?
No.
You were very confident.
But this is...
10 grand. Fuck yeah. Yeah, what you have in there? Oh, it was just all Rolexes. I'm a Rolex salesman. Will that work?
No. So this is related to what happened in our Qantas. No Rex. Not as exciting as Rex. There was an artist. You may know him as William. He prefers to be called Will I Am.
Oh, no.
Isn't that a shit name, bud? How did we let him get away with that for so long?
Yeah, you're right.
Will I Am from the Black Eyed Peas.
Can you call me T-Om?
T-Om. Oh, yeah. T-Om.
T-O-M would make more sense.
T-Om.
My name's not long enough. This does not
F.
work.
Frenchy. F-Ren.
What about if you were B.E. Engerman?
B. Engerman. No, this is going
it's
nowhere.
not
Sorry,
working.
guys. So I'm sorry for that. Just skip ahead for a while till we get our... So, Will I Am, Black Eyed Peas, they're doing these big tours. It's like R&B Fridays. Have you heard of this?
Sure.
50 Cent's doing it, TLC.
Ooh.
There's
I
a few
don't
big
want
names.
no
Jason
scrubs.
Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Will I Am, not with Fergie. Just the others. He gets kicked off the flight from Qantas and he claims racism.
What happened?
What I've heard is that he wouldn't put his laptop away when the plane was landing.
These celebrities, bro.
But
just fucking follow the rules.
This is
bro.
one of those ones where there's two sides to every story, and I actually don't know anymore. So apparently he didn't put it away. He claims he had noise-cancelling headphones on, didn't hear, whatever. It got to the point where they had the feds waiting for him when he boarded. They had the police waiting for him when he exited.
I feel like he would have been like, I'm a big American celebrity.
And he tweeted this, at Qantas, your hashtag racist flight attendant. Oh, dropping it in a hashtag. Okay,
Bro.
boomer. Zing.
Got him.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't
meme.
really get it very
I
well.
don't really like it. Was beyond rude and took it to the next level by calling the police on me. Thank God for the other passengers, that the other passengers testified that he yelled caps, was out of control. Prayer signs. Black prayer signs,
Oh my gosh.
just so you know. So probably his hands. The police finally let me go. Imagine if the police were aggressive and then it's blanked out. So I don't know what he says there.
Is it her name or something?
Oh, that's bad. So I think it's funny that the police were waiting for him. He says he couldn't hear the PA while making beats on the plane. Because if it's one thing you need to do, it's make beats on a regional 1 hour flight.
I feel like they're not going to be going through the PA and then just call the feds. They would have come
She
up
would
to
have
him
tapped on him on the shoulder.
100%, and he would have been like, "I'm a celebrity. I'm not doing what you say."
It was a flight from Brisbane to Sydney, and our flight, he's like, "Fuck, I need to make these beats."
Yeah.
he's actually still dropping songs. Who gives a fuck? Will.i.am.
Yeah, you suck, dude.
I'm sorry to say, and then there's another tweet. I'm sorry to say I've experienced the worst service due to an overly aggressive flight attendant. I don't want to believe she was racist, but she clearly has aimed all her frustrations only at the people of colour. Oof.
He's got some bad spelling in there.
Awkward. Don't be racist.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I would like to take this moment to apologize. I don't want a hashtag racist podcaster hashtag.
Racist podcast. They definitely could use that.
That's good.
We just did a Chinese accent for 5 minutes.
I don't remember that. That definitely didn't happen.
I always fly Virgin, so that's who I've got my miles with.
You like your flights like you like your women. You always say that. That's good. I should use that.
That was good. That was good. So Qantas ones might be racist. I don't know. I might get on a Qantas flight one day and they might be like,
I think you'll be okay.
no, look, I think they'll be racist towards my mullet. I think they'll profile because Qantas is like
That's
a
not
rich
racism,
airline.
man.
What's that called?
Maybe prejudice.
They'll be prejudiced towards me and my mullet. They look at this mullet. He can't afford a Qantas flight. They spit on me.
You can't.
No, I can't. They're the most expensive, but still. And then Qantas has come out saying we're backing our flight attendant. If she wants to sue Will.i.am, we'll give her the money. We're for it.
I reckon she'd be in the right.
I like that because
That's
sometimes
mad.
they might be like, yeah, no, we
we're gonna
apologize. We
pander
just
to the
don't want it. We're going to
celebrity,
pander
yeah.
to the celebrity, but they're like, nah, let's do it. We will reject the suggestion that this had anything to do with race. Flight. I've never been rude on a flight. Have you, Tom?
I think you would have been rude.
No, I'm very polite on flights.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're a bit rude.
No. I'm just
Okay.
because I'm
Just
always
testing the waters.
I'm always excited to be there. Because usually because I fly gold, whatever. I get to cut the line, so I'm usually happy. Welcome back, guys. So
We just had a bit of an audio weird thing.
we do not know where that cut out. We do not. Yes, great. You were used to that, Tom. We do not know where that cut out. I'm guessing during the middle of some sort of plane rant.
About Veronica's, I believe.
We do not know
believe.
what you heard. If not, we're just going to move on. We just talked for 5 minutes and then realized that the mic had stopped working. There's a gremlin in the machine.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Okay, let's keep moving on. You want to hit a story, Tom, or you got any more stories for us?
No, let's hear another story. I'll save it.
Save it. Ooh,
Save the date.
absolutely.
Let's hear a news story.
Okay, good. Israel Folau again. We need to just talk about him
Yes.
real quick. We don't want to give him too much of airtime. He doesn't deserve it.
Israel Folau. We've talked about him on the show before. He's an ex-rugby player who now is a part of a church that is pretty out there.
And most churches are silly. This one's extra silly.
So basically, he has a way of, whenever there's a tragedy, wherever there's something controversial, he'll relate it back to his church and get a hell of a lot of press coverage, which isn't the best.
Some people get football brain, and so they get too many knocks to the head. They can't think as clearly. I think he has a football for a brain.
Yeah, football
That would
head.
make sense to me.
We should call him Arnold. You know how he's got a
From
football
Hey
head?
Arnold.
Yeah.
Hey Israel. I like that. So he's blamed. The bushfires are still going on in Australia. A lot of people have lost their homes. Some people have died. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
It's terrible
Scary
tragedy.
shit.
He's blamed bushfires on abortion and same-sex marriage.
The only way you could do that is if the abortion was done by fire. Said fire spread. Then I'd understand.
Is that a popular method?
I'm not sure. I've never had an abortion myself.
Fuck.
But if there were abortion by fire, that could have been a true story. Same-sex marriage as well.
That is.
If the marriage,
I think
they
there's
had
better ways to do abortions.
a marriage flame to celebrate their love,
To represent their passion.
the candle falls over.
Okay.
Dry bushland is where the wedding is held.
Okay.
They try and put it out.
Well, often if they're very gay, they're called flaming. aren't
True.
they? So
Flaming
maybe
homosexuals.
he mistook that. He's heard of this flaming gay man getting married. And he's like, oh, he's on fire. That
Yeah.
could cause more bushfires.
All right, so maybe it was just a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, possibly. He did another speech at his little church about it. Doesn't seem like it was a misunderstanding. It just seems like he's learning how to read and learning how to speak. And no, and he just talks about how you think it's a coincidence or not. Blah 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 blah.
Maybe he should do a little bit less. No, I was going to try with a joke.
Back yourself. We got you, Tom.
Maybe he should do a little less preaching and a little more reading. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Thanks, man.
I didn't know it was really a joke though. It was just a good,
it was just a fact.
Good statement.
Oh, do you want to see my impression of Israel Flowers?
I would love
preach?
that. I would love that.
Okay, guys, thank you for coming to my service. There's been a lot of bushfires in Australia, and I think that's because the gays are allowed to get married. And God says that their love spreads like an ash in the fire blaze.
Israel.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that you had sex with a 17-year-old. And you were sweating during it.
Well, God says that he threw a curse on me when I was a young boy.
And now you can't sweat.
And
That's
I
what
can't sweat.
saying.
That's where I'm getting at. Yeah, I can't sweat.
Israel and Prince Andrew.
That's a good impression. Thank you.
I can't sweat.
Thank you, guys. That was a good impression.
Could not have been me lighting the fires because I can't sweat. That could not have been me eating the last of the cookies because I can't sweat. Let's get to another story. We're going to just rattle them off for you guys. Oh, this is a good one. I really wanted to talk about this of you, Tom.
Hit me. Hit me with it.
Hit me with your rhythm stick. Never felt more alive.
Wow.
Comedy club owner shuts down stand-up set after sexist and racist jokes.
Did you say jokes at the end of that sentence? Might be what they were going for.
So she owns a comedy club.
Wow.
Never heard sexist or racist jokes before.
Wow.
Must have appeared to just be like, whoa, what is this? I'm going to shut it down.
She literally woke up.
Woke up. Okay, let's hear this story. I've been linked to this a few times. I'm very interested. Comedy club owner was shut down. A stand-up comic said after a series of racist and sexist jokes has been targeted with online abuse. So I actually saw this tweet. She dropped a tweet like thinking she was saving the world, like look how woke I am sort of tweet.
Yeah.
She tweets this. She owns the Rosie Square Theatre in Boston.
Boston.
Do your best Boston accent, please.
Hey, I'm from Boston. I like the Red Sox and I like Mark Wahlberg.
And say you don't sweat, please.
I don't sweat. I've never sweat.
That's good.
What's this lady's name, by the way?
Courtney Pong.
That name stinks. So stupid.
She runs improv sessions and allows others to put on shows. She posted a viral tweet announcing she had abruptly ended an event at her club. Tonight I shut down. You read in your Boston accent, please.
I can't see that far. Where's the...
Tonight?
Oh, yeah. Tonight I shut down a string of misogynist stand-up comics.
Misogynistic stand-up comics.
I can't read.
Mrs. Pong wrote.
As in, I walked on stage in the middle of one of them, talking, addressed the audience, offered a full refund, told them it would not be tolerated here.
You know female?
No. And pulled off the show and its comics from our theater immediately. Lights on, go home.
It's very staccato. It's very stagnant, the way you speak.
I've never felt more alive right now.
Okay, so she walked onto the stage. One of them's mid-act. She walks on, goes, hey, guys, these jokes will not be tolerated here. Pulled the show and it's comics from the theater. She said, lights on, go home. And she's getting that trademarked. Holy fuck. So many things wrong with that. Tom, do you want to start off? Thoughts?
Oh, man. I mean, if someone says it, is she really going to shut down the whole show? Like, she's got a business she's operating. Does she think that she wants the woke crowd to be like, oh my God, she is so good, I am now going to come watch comedy, and it's just going to snowball? You can't say anything.
But the fact that you, one person, are arrogant enough to decide what is offensive, what is too far for a group of adults who have chosen to be there, is just insanely arrogant. I can't even believe it. It's like it's her club. That's what she's saying. It's my club. But like, screen your fucking comics then. You need to write that and say, fine, this is a safe space club. It's not real comedy. It's just
this is a very clean. This is more public speaking.
This is more public speaking.
This is a place where you can come to do corporate seminars.
Did I say I was at Aussie Square Theatre? It's called the Pong Club. Because it pongs. And this is only jokes I like, the owner, not the people in the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
A lot of people wrote to these comments. Insane thing to do. Is this satire?
I'll tell you what would be great, Frenchy. If you went to Boston,
I would love to
performed at this club.
Pay for me.
So
I'll do all
funny.
my worst jokes.
That would be so good.
I will write just new kitchen jokes just for this set. Just for this. Just the most hack 2002 sexist jokks I can.
And
I've still got lots of them.
I'll do my exact normal set, but in my Chinese accent.
While holding your eyes slanted. That'll be sick. And then call yourself Mr. Pong. I am Mr. Pong. So she gave more details later. She said things start off badly of a comedian cracking a joke about the segregated audience, which had 2 black men in a small crowd of about 17 people. That's a good joke. That is a segregated audience. There's only 2 black guys there. That's you can reference that. That's fine. And 17 people, this is a pretty awkward comedy crowd already.
Yeah.
Most of these jokes aren't going to go down well.
Yeah, that's like open mic.
This is sounding like an open mic sort of place. Over the next 40 minutes, she cringed. Oh my goodness. I already know exactly this sort of person that this is. She cringed while listening to a number of this bitch jokes. The final straw, ? A joke about an Uber driver making female customers ride in the boot. What?
That's funny because it's so absurd that it obviously isn't a thing.
Well, I don't know how they get to it, but I'm assuming these weren't good comics. Over
But, like,
mic,
even
17 people.
They're obviously not serious because that's not a thing you'd actually do. Or get in the boot, you're a woman. No one actually does that.
I want to hear this joke now.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, man. And then she goes, wait a minute, I own this place. She hit a button that rang a loud bell, walked to the front and announced the night was over. It's not okay. It's not who we are, she said, prompting one man to ask whether it was part of an act. Wait for this. The 4 paying customers were refunded. The other 13 were friends of the performers.
So these performers have brought people into her club.
Brought their friends who knew what they were getting into.
Absolutely. They're there to support their friend. They're also supporting your club by probably buying food and drinks.
They're all probably Uber drivers who can relate to this joke.
Bullshit. What a she's going to be out of business quick. No one's going to respect
Pong
that. Pong
told the website she wanted to create a space that was inclusive. She said male comedians were punching down with old and tired domestic violence jokes. Yo, she just did a little pun about punching and domestic violence jokes. That is
true. That's not cool.
That's not on. Punching down domestic.
How do they know their wives are shorter than them?
Domestic violence jokes were not welcome. No woman (brackets comedian) in the world would have wanted to stand in that room last night. So did she only book male comedians? Everyone knows even at open mic you need a few female comedians.
Absolutely.
Well, that's on her, really.
I'll tell you, this segues onto something that I saw today.
I love it when you get a good segue in there. Let me double check. I did that. There was no good stuff. There's a few people doing rude comments. Obviously, this is the internet. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's trash. She's an idiot. Go on.
So I've been following the open mic scene in Sydney because I've been going to some, and there was a bit of drama in one of the comment sections. So a guy who organises one of the rooms put up a list of performers who were going up, and some people were not a fan of this guy and thought that he didn't choose them because they were female. And this sparked a back and forth between two women and the guy running the room. And it was very funny because I was just like so not a part of it. It was very funny.
You could just fly on the wall.
So they'd be like, you didn't choose us because we're women, blah, blah, blah. You only choose men.
Did he choose any women in the set?
Yeah, there were women in the set. But then he responded with like, it's not because you're women, it's because I think you suck. And he wrote stuff like that, and they were just like fueling up at each other, and I was like, oh, damn,
trigger
dude.
up on that.
And I was like, to be honest, this scene is too small for you guys to be going in on each other so hard, because you're just going to run into each other at one of these things, and it's going to be awkward as fuck.
I didn't choose you because you suck. That is so funny.
It's so brutal.
If there's other women in the lineup, it's like...
it's hard argument.
That is...
But it was very funny to read. Great stuff.
That was...
I'll link you to it.
Please do. Please do. That is funny. I do like being a fly on the wall in an argument.
Yeah.
Speaking of flies on the wall, no, I think we can end it there.
I think that's been a good
Let's
one.
do some of Matt's chats, and then let's get on to
some
the reviews up.
I'll get some reviews while you get up some Matt chats.
Matt's chats has now got its own sting. Here we go. Welcome to Matt's chats.
That works. That works real well.
Items for the podcast. He's got stand-up concepts / possibly social media videos.
Oh, nice.
I love that he puts in both. So if it doesn't work for one, he's like, oh, just do it for the other.
He's covering all his angles. I love it.
If you don't like them, review with Tom off air and feel free to share his thoughts. I reckon 1 in 3 strike rate for concepts, which might not be too bad for stand-up. So he's already saying 1 out of 3 of these are going to be good.
So he's lacking confidence in the delivery.
Matt, have more confidence in yourself.
I think this is hurting his ego a little bit.
No, I'm sorry that I ripped on your other ideas. They're all good, okay? I reckon 3 out of 3 strike rate. We're going to make these work, Matt. I got you, son.
All right, I want you to sell them. I'll get ready with the drum roll. So say them as best as you can.
As best as I can.
try and deliver them.
He didn't flesh some of these out too much, but I'll do as best as I can.
Just do it with what you got.
Yeah, I'll do it the way he wrote it, okay?
Yep.
If Siri was an Australian guy, seems too obvious, so probably been done.
I actually wanted to do something with with your voice. Like driving me around, but it was actually just
that's cool.
It was just going to be a short video.
The nav man. Yeah. Well, we've actually. I talked to Matt on the phone about this, and I go, Matt, that's actually a good idea. Has been done by Josh Wade.
Oh, he did do it, didn't he?
Filmed it for him back when he was living in Sydney.
I do remember seeing.
So he's like, Siri, play the best song ever, and it's like Working Class Man or something like that. And he's like, Siri, what's the weather like? And then Siri would be like, it's bloody hot. Yeah, thanks, Siri.
Yeah.
So it is a good concept, Matt. You're 1 from 1. Number 2. Get that drum roll ready.
Oh, it's ready.
Can't think of the joke, but the punchline is roughly keep cups are sippy cups for adults.
That's
nailed that.
Yeah.
Keep cups are sippy cups for adults.
I had to visualize it.
So let's do what we'll do in stand-up. Let's try to make something of this.
Okay. So a bit of tags and stuff.
Bit of tags, sort of evolve the concept is what you do, guys. Sometimes with stand-up, you're like, I know there's a joke here. What angle do I do with it, and how do I evolve it into a stand-up bit?
So I was at the coffee shop the other day.
Yep.
And the bloke in front of me had a keep cup, and it reminded me, it's kind of like when I was a kid and I had my own sippy cup, because he grabbed the takeaway cup and he was going to put it in there, and then this bloke was like, no, I want it in my cup, and gave the sippy cup.
Yeah, okay.
Keep going.
Okay, and I think that's funny because like they're literally just sippy cups for adults, but the only difference is when you got a sippy cup as a kid, you don't think you're better than the kids without sippy cups. Well, you do actually. You do.
True.
Something about maybe like how...
yeah.
So like if you got a sippy cup, they got this smug look like, oh, you're getting a takeaway cup.
Yeah,
why don't you just go fucking throw a straw into a turtle's mouth, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that is the vibe.
That's the vibe,
and it's like, if we got sippy cups,
yep,
why stop there?
Yeah.
What can we... Adult bibs.
I like this. I like this.
Like I want to eat some Thai food. I don't want to get shit on me.
No. And look at these throwaway napkins. We should be bringing our own napkins to coffee shops to cafes.
It should be like a handkerchief that you wash. So you tie it around your neck
Yep,
as
there
a
you go.
napkin.
Yes.
You take it with you.
That will stop producing napkins, which are produced in plastic.
Yep.
Even though they're paper, they're wrapped in plastic.
Sure, they might be recyclable, but how many people just put it in general waste? A
Uh,
lot of people.
A lot of people.
And it's got your fucking shit face on it.
So if you've got your own bib,
Cloth bib.
you can use that as a napkin. You go to the public toilets, there's no toilet paper. Turn it over.
That's right. You got a couple of good uses out of that.
What else could we do? Bring your own coffee. No,
Yeah.
that won't work.
Your own high chair. Be in a wheelchair. No, that doesn't work.
There you go, Matt. 2 from 2. 2 from 2. I just don't think we try hard enough with his ideas.
I think you're right. We don't flesh him out enough.
Matt, we want more stand up, but he's really fleshed this one out, so we don't
Okay,
really
I'll be
need to
ready.
do as much. Be ready. And this one's actually not bad. How dogs, do you want me to add some words into it so it makes more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, don't you reckon dogs are like, dogs are like people? Because short blokes are like small dogs. Heaps of yap when there's a fence separating them. When they're a distance away, they yap away. When they get closer, the yaps get quieter.
Ooh, yeah, I get that.
Short blokes are yappy dogs. And a lot of short blokes actually have yappy dogs.
True. If you go through like Rushcutters Bay in Sydney, a lot of flamboyant men with tiny dogs.
Small man syndrome it is. And small dogs have small man syndrome too. I think it still goes though, guys, so stay tuned for the giggles. Then silent when the distance closes to 0.
Yeah, it did quite.
But then the frightened little things shit themselves and go for the throat out of nowhere. My mate used to have a miniature dachshund that did this. It helps me in life if I picture people as what dog they would be.
That got spooky.
Because I like dogs, but don't like people. Okay. The other thing with dogs is you always see owners and dogs that look alike. That's true. Saw 2 big fat bitches the other day.
Oh my gosh. I got a cheer. Oh no, you turned another one on to cover.
Okay. No,
Two fat
that wasn't
bitches.
funny. But he did finish it off with saw 2 big fat bitches the other day. Oh, I'm still laughing. That's not that funny, man. What are we in Ms. Pong's comedy club room? Saw 2 big fat bitches the other day and put them in the back of my Uber.
Saw 2 big fat bitches the other day, and then I went to the dog park.
Oh, no.
Welcome back.
No. Okay, that was very good. So I don't mind that as a concept. It's just hard. A lot of dog stuff has been done, Matthew.
Yeah. Dog stuff is good though, because it is very common and everyone can relate.
And everyone loves dogs. I got actually a song about dogs I've been working into my set. I did some shows this year. I'll probably have a full go next year.
Have you ever gone doggy style with a dog? Is that your song?
Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, thank you. Also, welcome to Schoolies, guys. That's already on 150,000 views on YouTube. It is fucking killing. Thank you.
That's wrong.
Thank you very much. I've got these DJs are actually going to do a remix of it. So Schoolies is on now. It's going to keep pumping. If you're 18, 19, 20, or if you just like good music, give it a listen. Give it a spin. The video film clip's very good. One more thing about the EP. So you know how I got the song Better Times on it?
Yes.
And it's like a melancholy song thinking about the good times back in the day.
Yes.
My mum rings me up the other day.
Oh no.
She's like, she goes, so we've been listening to the EP. It's fine. It's good. The song Better Times. Is that really how you feel, Ben?
Oh no, she got all shrinky on
She
you.
got all shrinky on me. I like, what do you
I
mean?
feel
She's
like
like,
it is.
do you feel like the better times were 10 years ago, back in the day? Do you feel like you're not in the better times anymore?
Oh wow,
And
she got
I
dark.
go, I'm going to be honest, I didn't write the lyrics. Mum Zach did. So do you want me to give you his number? She goes, oh, no, okay, And then I'm like, okay, I did write the lyrics, but like...
I was thinking, I was
I
like,
just wanted to get off my back.
I was like, it's definitely how you feel as well. He's going through an existential crisis.
Isn't it how everyone feels?
Nah, not always.
No, it's about how you look at the past with rose-colored glasses.
for
You
sure.
always think, oh,
Grass is
those
always
days.
greener.
Those
Yeah.
days.
They
Those
were fun.
days.
I did enjoy my schooling.
Those days.
Okay, Frenchy.
I miss him.
Frenchie's mum, could you
Take
please
me
give him a
back.
call? He needs you.
Take
All right, some reviews. Less Kanye rants, please.
Did he say less or more?
Less. Completely unrelated to the title, but Tom's asthma attack laughs bring me joy. I do have an asthma attack laugh.
That's great.
Hashtag Tom's a pedo. Hashtag do you have your passport? We did look at each other in a moment when Saint Lane was in the middle of his Kanye rant. We didn't know when it was going to end.
Yeah.
So we understand
If you've
that.
seen the video, Lane starts ranting, and me and Tom are just looking, going, "Do we jump in with something?
I was like,
Do
he's
we?"
going through the discology. Let him finish.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm going to let you
I
finish.
don't think you know the
Yeah.
discology, Tom. It's a lot of discs to get through.
Yeah, it was quite a lot. This is called Tom Libber. I think that might just be his name. G'day, men. Can't say boys or otherwise Tom will get turned on. That's true. Just in Bali at the moment. Wondering if you guys have any funny stories regarding happy ending massages or hookers. Can be else anywhere in Asia. Also, do you guys prefer steamed or fried dim sims? I'd probably go fried dim sims. Any prostitute or happy ending related stories, Frenchy? I feel like you would be the type to go to like a head job bar where you sit at a
If
bar.
they had head job bars, I would go there.
Yeah.
Can we tell these massage happy ending stories on the next podcast?
Okay.
Because they could take a while.
All right. Write that down for next one. This one is titled R. Kelly. Ripper podcast lads. Tom, does it break your heart to know that you could find the girl of your dreams knowingly she has a best before date? That's right. Let me sell that better. Tom, does it break your heart to know that you could find the girl of your dreams knowingly... No, that's why it's worded
Yeah,
weird.
it's worded well.
Knowingly she has a best before date.
Knowing that she has a bet.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
You could find the girl of your dreams knowing that she could have a best before date. Nice.
Yes.
That's funny. Also, can you ask Frenchy to say pyramid?
What's wrong with pyramid?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Wow, you can't say the E sound.
Pyramid.
No.
Pyramid.
Oh
Pyramid.
no, we've got another one.
Ah, fuck.
And they wrote, I think we have another mirror situation.
Oh,
And
fuck.
they're correct. R.I.P.
How do I speak like this?
Okay. Hey, boys, I love the podcast. I'm from Ep1, so I'm cut that I have a 21st on the same night as Frenchy's Yarram show. It would have been sick.
Oh, I had the Yarram show. I forgot to talk about that.
What is Yarram?
It's a place in Victoria.
Right.
It's a vibe.
Yeah?
It's a small town.
Right.
Yep. Okay, I'll talk about that next podcast too.
Never in my whole life have I heard such filth come through my headphones and make me feel a sense of dread and sickness. I think I might have heard this one. I might have read this one.
No, that's it. That's
Beautiful. We'll leave it there, guys.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
guys.
for your reviews. Thanks for watching.
See some of you on Friday night. I'll see you.
Yes,
see
head
the
to
rest of
Frenchy's show.
you.
It is in Chatswood.
See our Patreons at
Sydney.
7th on Sydney. Just probably going to be beer garden vibes. Probably just a few bevs, bit of fun.
Head to patreon.com/Tom and Frenchy. Thanks to our Patreon supporters as always. Thanks to Breakfast Shirts for sponsoring this episode.
Thanks.
And thanks for listening. And if you haven't told a friend about this podcast, then fucking do it.
And thanks to people who believe that Epstein didn't kill himself.
Damn it.
See ya.